Mermaid by Nanny Linda. Melinda awoke with a smile on her face because where she slept was such a beautiful place. Where she lived was beautiful too, in crystal clear waters in an ocean of blue. Melinda's bed was a clamshell of white, which kept her protected throughout the night. She had golden hair which floated and swirled, and around her neck she wore creamy bright pearls. Bracelets she wore around both of her arms, which she made with kelp seaweed and tiny shell charms. Her friend Ollie Octopus drifted close by and said, "Come on, Sleepy," with a laugh and a sigh. "Do you remember what is happening today? Do get a move on, we must be on our way." "I haven't forgotten. I'm excited like you for the marriage of Troy and my sister Kiku. Under the lighthouse in Maritime Bay is where we're all meeting on this beautiful day." So Melinda and Ollie swam at great speed and were followed by dolphins, Dave and Marie. Their group increased as they swam through the sea and met up with Larry Tuna and his large family. "I love weddings," said Larry's wife Tess. "I'm so happy we were invited. I feel so blessed." They swam on further into rough swells and breached for air by the fog buoy bells. On and on they travelled for miles until they spotted the Bay of Isles. Through a forest of kelp they twisted and turned and met up with jellyfish, Siegfried and Fern. "Wait for us, we're coming too," and along came the prawn family called Bartholomew. "It's not far now," Melinda cried. "I can see my family and my sister, Kiku, the bride." The travellers all met and greetings expressed. Then they all took their places at Chief Merman's request. Eventually, all of the guests became quiet and still as Troy sang to Kiku the merman trill. The sunlight was sparkling and glistening so bright, shining rays down through the ocean like diamonds of light. Goldfish were dancing to celebrate the day, then colourful guppies came into play. So much happiness was all around, in the hope that future good fortune would abound. Now the party was in full swing as Teresa the Turtle started to sing, accompanied by the Watermen Band, Troy's favourite group in all Oceania land. Drums were played by Sammy Shark, bass guitar by Sunfish Mark. On rhythm guitar was Swordfish Spike, and bongos played by Mahi Mahi Mike. John Dory Catering supplied all the food, and waiting tables was Angelfish Jude. It all went off without a hitch. Troy ate so much he had a stitch. Melinda and Ollie were dancing the groove, and Melinda was laughing at Ollie's dance moves. The newlywed couple, Troy and Kiku, were planning to leave around 2:30. They weren't travelling far, just up the coast, to a quiet inlet where Walt Whale was the host. The party was running into the night and carried on under the lighthouse light. Mermaids and mermen and all guests were quite tired, and so were the caterers that had been hired. Dolphins, Dave and Marie were heading off home and said to Melinda, "Are you travelling back alone?" "It's okay," said Melinda. "Don't you worry about me. I'm travelling home with Larry Tuna, his wife Tess and Ollie." Teresa Turtle sang her last song and the band took a bow, glad to be going home, feeling worn out now. So everyone gradually drifted away after having a wonderful day. Melinda was so happy for Kiku and Troy and hoped that their lives would be full of love and joy. And as Melinda was swimming on the journey home, she hoped in her heart that one day her merman would come.